Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome. What is up? Welcome, Poi. How are we doing? Flip-flop. Bleep, bleep, blop. I was going to regale chat with a very silly Yu-Gi-Oh game that I played, but I feel like your profile picture is indicative of what would happen if I started talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Welcome, Sable. Welcome. I mean, it's pretty simple. Now, unfortunately, so I got to Master 1, so we can't derank anymore. But there's a part of me that feels like, because sometimes you get paired up against Master 2 players, I feel like there's an importance in maintaining the sanctity of the ranked ladder and not letting people win for free just because you can't derank. So, but I was testing like another deck that doesn't. So like part of me is conflicted because I want to like test another deck. Nobody plays the casual mode on Master Duel, so my only real option is playing ranked. But then if I'm testing a new deck in ranked, then that means people in Master 2 will probably get a win off me. This is all relatively unimportant because we had a random random card in their hand, and they went like tutor for a board wrath, and I was like, nah, we just hit the 1 and 4, and then we did, and it was fantastic. I was, you know, a 1 in 4 chance to not immediately lose the game doesn't normally happen. You're not normally given that opportunity in Yu-Gi-Oh, but felt pretty good. I still lost that game, but it required like 6 more turns of playing the game instead of getting blown the fuck out by a board wrath. So. Excited for pre-release tomorrow. Can't say I think the Hobbit set looks that good as a limited format, but pre-release is usually fun regardless. True. Yeah, that's coming out, I suppose. That's coming out, I suppose. Ignoring that Cat Girls, we got more hero cards. We got, like... Are you talking about the ones that got released in Master Duel? Or, like, are there new cards spoiled that are heroes? Both. Wait, so there are also new hero cards that got spoiled? Because that's news to me. I didn't know that. Yeah, is there anything big in the Hobbit set? Mythic... Spoiler. Any new cards that I care about in here? Oh yeah, Gleaming Splendor is a card. It's an interesting one. Card looks pretty good. Fateful Discovery is just a card that they probably shouldn't have printed. Oh, Settle the Wreckage reprint. That's cool. Oh, I think... I don't know, man. Did people enjoy playing against Settle the Wreckage? I don't know. I feel like Gearhulk was maybe the reason people didn't like it, but... Yo, what? Affinity for elves is a thing? Oh, man. Let me tell you, I have an affinity for elves. That I do. Okay. I'm trying to scan for anything that looks crazy. 1 mana 1/1 with lifelink. Insane. Target artifact or creature you control against hexproof and indestructible end of turn. Oh, so it's like an uncommon. It's interesting that they keep pushing what a 1/1 does. Now it also is an instant protection spell, which is 2 mana. So you know, if it was 1 Phyrexian, it'd be pretty funny. I know I'm not really seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything for like 3-color blue X slop pile. Token doubler on a 2. We've made it to the multicolor cards. Bard's Company. I just find it funny because whenever I see the word company and 4 mana, I think of... There's Collected Company and then there's the other company card. There's the White Company card. Also a company card. Ooh, Sultai Legendary. It's an elf. Okay. I don't care about that. I mean, you could play it as mono green and then play legendary elves. Seems bad. Seems like it's bad. Okay, greater good on some dudes. It's not exactly greater good. This card is just called Large Bear? What the? It's just a large bear. It's just a big guy. It's like 2.5 bears. It's a 5/5. That costs 5. There's a vertical cycle of differently sized bears. Are they all in the set, or are you saying, like, in general? In Hobbit? Okay. It scrolled all the way up to the top. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? We have another sting. This is a different sting this time. Orc wrist? That's almost Orcust. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing like jumped out at me, so. But I also like quickly skimmed, so I have no idea. I'm probably gonna need to rework my hero deck. I can make the new Karibo 3 and remove Malicious. I only need it for combos and to get the fusion, but Karibo gets my fusion destiny. So I can play Discommander to get 2 extra cards. Is it worth it? New Karibo? Which one's New Karibo? There's a Hero Karibo? This is a Master Duel card? Granted, there are 2 in the common section, so not really a cycle. Yeah, I guess it's like a thematic pairing. Little bear, ordinary bear, large bear, and gigantic bear. I will have to concede. Not that I would be able to beat that board state regardless. Yeah, that's like the 5 bears of Exodia. Actually, 4 bears. Where's the 5th bear? Where's the head of Exodia? What's up, Matax? Welcome. Okay, you reveal it in your hand to get 1 polymerization or fusion card. Shuffle the Karibo back into the deck. Okay, so it's like a consistency thing. Or like Searcher. Has Hero just like not had a Searcher for that? Your life is 1k or less, you can special summon it. I don't know what it's called. Targets the opponent's strongest monster. Deals its attack to their life points. So it magic cylinders if you have 1k or less life points. I mean, that just doesn't seem very good at all. But yeah. Yep. I guess in a this makes no sense. If you were in a format where you deal like 3k damage, like the main boss monster is a 3k damage boss monster, then you hero lives down to 4k, get hit for 3k, and then you have like 1k. It's like, oh, get magic cylinder, loser. Doesn't make any sense. Better than drawing a brick. Yeah, I mean, if the combo routes are fine without malicious, then it seems fine. Oh, it can just get you Super Paul. Yeah, I mean, that seems really good. So wait a second. This card isn't hero support specifically. You can just get Super Poly off of it. What is this card called? I want to read the card. Maybe the second effect can be good with Dynamorphia. Winged Karibo something. It's a level 10. This is the problem, is that Winged Karibo level 10 is a Yu-Gi-Oh card that came out like 12 years ago. So it's gonna be like Winged Karibo the butt pooper. And the problem is we don't have the other part of it. I guess I can just look it up. Winged Karibo level 10. See, the problem is that I just get Winged Karibo level 10. I don't get the new one. Is it Sabatial? Reveal this card from your hand, pay half your life points, add 1 polymerization spell. You do shuffle this card into your deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except hero monsters. It is hero support. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Shuffle this into the deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except hero monsters. What do you mean by this? You just semi-limited Super Poly, and you added a card that searches for Super Poly. Listen, I'm fucking sick of these goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh cards saying, like, the stupidest locks that don't fucking matter. Like, it should say, you cannot activate this effect if you have summoned anything from the extra deck that is not a hero. Simply search Super Poly at the end of the turn and set it after the hero lock is off. Yeah, what? What the fuck? What is wrong with the card designers of Konami, man? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, man? I can't even imagine limiting Super Poly and then being like, yeah, printing this card is fine. It's chill. It's cool. I guess to be fair, if you went second and you're like, yeah, I use this card to find Super Poly, I can't use it, whatever. But there's still a hero Super Poly target, so I don't know. I don't know. You could still do like 90% of your combo and then still play the Super Poly? Like... My only issue is that it can't really be used for fusion with heroes. Oh, like the card itself can't be used as material? Well, yeah, there has to be like some opportunity cost to your card, I guess. I don't know if anyone else has been getting recommended this video, but I saw this video that I have not watched, just for the record, because my ego is very fragile and I don't like my beliefs being challenged. That's not like actually necessarily the case. It's just whenever I see like a kind of clickbaity title that like I feel like the... How should I say this? I understand that the topic is very complex, and I don't really want to get into the nuance of the topic because most of the time when I watch these videos, it's not... The takes are just not good. Basically, I've given up on humanity. That's the TLDR. But it's like... Consistency is killing TCGs. And I just... Like... I don't know why this popped into my... I guess because Winged Karibo Sabbatial is a Searchel. Searchel? A Searchel. It's a searcher. But even then, I recognize that this is a searcher with an opportunity cost, because theoretically, if you get a polymerization spell that you don't have the material to use, then you end up in problems, or if you have 2 copies of this card, then yeah, it's like still kind of bad because you can't poly with it. You know what I mean? So like, there is an opportunity cost. And generally, the thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that there's, like... The opportunity cost of playing Searchers is, like, droll, basically. Anyways. I think consistency is important TCGs, else too much nothing burger games where you brick. So true, if the match isn't decided by a literal coin flip, then what's even the point? Isn't the point of a constructed deck to introduce as much consistency to your strategy as possible? Yeah, so I didn't watch this video, so I can't comment on any points that they made, because I understand that this is a complicated game design problem. So, the problem with a game where you do the same thing every single time, right? So let's assume, like, 100% consistency for both decks. If a deck can 100% hit its ceiling every single time, you end up in Snake Eyes format, where everybody just, like, does the entire Snake Eyes line and fucking kills everybody else. And it's like 90% winning going first. And then the second player basically is like, draw Ash or die. And then they still need to know that, like, ashing the 8th part of the combo is the thing to do, and then it's still not very good. So, like, you want some degree of consistency in the sense that, like, your deck does, like, a piece of gameplay that maybe you feel good about doing. But I would argue, or my argument for people wanting some range of actions to do, or like some degree of randomness, is literally what are they called? Roguelikes. right? To me, the point of having a deck of cards is to have an inbuilt randomization engine that gives you like the experience of a roguelike. So like I want to respond to the randomness of like what I draw from my deck, but if all the cards in my hand just say do the same thing, then like I'm not responding to any randomness because they just do the same thing. And to be completely honest with you, like I find Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the most boring when I am playing a deck that is just a spreadsheet that does the same thing. The reason why I like playing Sky Striker is because most of the time the levers that I need to use depend very heavily on what my opponent does. And also that there's like 1 to 3 random draws that significantly change the context of how I want to interact with my opponent. So like I need to actively respond to the randomness of my deck so that like I can play the game better. But Cool Tune does like 99% the same thing every single time. With like no changes. So the thing is, I think the other side is that like the opportunity cost of playing a deck that is consistent is that like your ceiling is only within the realm of consistency that you've built the strategy for. So like there are decks that play more bricks. There's like a spectrum. So there are decks that play more bricks in Yu-Gi-Oh! That have a higher ceiling. And then you can play around with the idea of what cards you include in your deck such that you can play a higher ceiling. And the opportunity cost is that your opponent has turn 0 interaction. So like that becomes its own little like meta game of like what you want to actually play. So like I think there's a lot of stuff there, right? But I think that there is a point. Basically, like, I didn't want to watch this video, have the points be bad, and then, like, this is an opinion that I agree with to an extent, but there are obviously problems with it. Because, like, as Blade said, and, you know, Blade, to my understanding, is, like, mostly a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. So, like, a sentiment from Yu-Gi-Oh! Players is that, like, drawing bricks are bad, and that you want your deck to do something consistent as frequently as possible, because if you don't, you will lose the game. But to me, this is actually just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game design problem and not like a card game design problem. Because drawing a land for 3 turns in Magic actually doesn't immediately mean you lose the game, because you could have other things you want to be doing in your hand and you could just play the lands. And this actually like is not a problem. At all. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you stumble for a turn, then your opponent kills you. Which is why you need decks to be hyper-consistent. However, I think that there should be a range in the design of like whatever's currently relevant in the games. Like there should be a range of like what is the planned ceiling of the deck? You know? And then if you want to have a higher ceiling than that, then you need to like you need to take more risks with your deck building, which I think is okay. But that ceiling shouldn't be so high that it's like an FTK format or like a 70 negates format. Because I also think that that's a problem. So like Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of like invisible design stipulations that are like actually very important for the design of the game that don't inherently have to do with just the consistency of the cards. It's like more complicated than that. You know what I mean? Like... So, I don't know. My point is I didn't watch the video and I didn't want to be pissed off by watching the video because it's like a very complicated game design thing and like there's a lot of aspects to it. Because, yeah. So it's like, what kind of range do you want to have? The idea that consistency is like incredibly important is because like Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game is like a turn 1, turn 2 format, so therefore you need all the cards to be good. Stuff like that. Basically, the turn 1 and turn 2 is the entire game. So, you know. Funnily enough, I actually... I had a lot of success this ranked season by, like, not rushing. So, I've... Like, I actively went out of my way to think about turn 3 and 4. Whereas, like, last season, I was playing a lot more aggressively. And I think it worked out quite well, so... Okay, let's read some stuff. I can get behind that. Decks that can consistently power through and do the same thing all the time is lame, but I do think some level of consistency is important, like Sky Striker gets to Ray or engage usually. Well, that's what I mean. Sup, Rance, welcome. Thank you for the soup. I will read that in a second. Yeah, so I think that consistency is not the problem. You will need to have a certain degree of consistency based on you will need a certain amount of consistency depending on what the game is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game that requires a high degree of consistency. Consistency is not the problem. The problem is the opportunity cost of your cards. And I think Konami actually already knows this because they are printing cards which have opportunity cost by virtue of having several modes on the cards, which require you to choose between multiple modes. Theoretically, any searcher actually has an opportunity cost in that when you can find any card in your deck, you have to choose one of the cards to take out of your deck, which means there's an opportunity cost. Problem is when those searchers get boiled down to searching the same things every time, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So, any card that says, like, Fall on the Virtuous, if you have an Ecclesia, is destroy something on board or monster reborn something. And it doesn't need to be from your graveyard. So this card can blow up something on the board. It can also blow up like a spell or a trap or a continuous, provided it's face up, or your own card because it's a dodge. Or it can revive something in your graveyard. And also you have to choose between what you're sending from your extra deck, which, like, to be fair, is LB 99% of the time, but for Branded, it's not. So this card is very good. I like Fall on the Virtuous as a card because it has like 5 different secret modes on it, which means that the card has an opportunity cost. You can only choose one of them when you play the card, which means that players can come to different conclusions about when they're supposed to be playing the card and when it's correct. So, like, as a Sky Striker player, I'm going to hold Fallen on the Virtuous as a dodge in my hand 90% of the time because, like, it doesn't really matter to me if I have spot removal. Like, 90% of Sky Striker's kit is targeted negates. So, like, I don't need an MST. And I don't have the revive mode. And the send is the same every time. So, like, there's kind of, like, 1 or 2 modes on it for me. But there are times when I'm playing against Branded and they choose the monster revive mode. And I'm like, you really just should have sent Titanic Lad, bro, because, like, your turn... You might live this turn, but choosing to revive did not get you there. So, different players can come to different conclusions about what they want to do with their card. And then they kind of, like, need to design cards into boxes that make sure that they don't do the same thing every single time. So, yeah, I think that, as much as possible, being how much variance can you include in what you can respond to. A toolboxy deck might be inconsistent, but can have answers for everything. Granted, I don't have any experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm thinking from an MTG perspective. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that I think that, like, it's part of why, like, the title pisses me off so much, is because it's like consistency is killing TCGs is kind of like a misnomer. Right, because, like, it does apply to other TCGs, and also I think people are making faster and faster TCGs based on what I've seen. Like, Flesh and Blood, you draw 7 billion cards every turn. I think you draw 4. Each player draws 4 at the start of each player's turn, I think, to, like, play the game. So theoretically, you'll see a lot of cards, make a lot of decisions. So, like, I don't know if consistency is a killer in that game, but, like, again, I don't think consistently being able to play the game is a problem. I think giving players decisions where they can actually make decisions is the problem. And linear combos that autoplay themselves are not that. I will say, though, because I've thought about this before, is that I do think the purpose of having longer combos, I think at some point in time they realized that having a longer combo means that your opponent has more decisions to make about where they want to stop your combo. So, for example, like, a removal spell might be better versus one combo at the start, whereas like a negation might be better later in the combo. So by providing a lot of steps, by needing to go through a lot of hoops, that means there's a lot of places for your opponent to interrupt you, which changes the texture of the game. However, in doing that, they just made cutscenes because then people won't have any interaction at all, and then just like the cutscene's really long, and then they lost the point of why they even did it in the first place, which was to like give more steps for people to be able to interact with. So like, I don't know. They want to have enough steps that you can interact, but not so many steps that it takes too long for the combo to work. So, for example, Elf Note cards have ignition effects. So like there's sorcery speed activations, and you don't get sorcery speed priority in Yu-Gi-Oh! So people can remove your Planeswalker before you activate it, which is really important actually. So that's an opportunity cost. Between the stages of summoning the monster and you being able to interact with it is an opportunity cost of playing Elf Note, where your opponent can like imperm you and then it's stuck there, or like destroy it, or bounce it, or something, or any other negate that isn't imperm, or they just ash it and then it's stuck in the middle zone if you don't have a way to get rid of it. You know, there's like that changes stuff. I think I was rambling a little bit more than I intended to do about this thing, but it keeps getting recommended to me, and I keep not wanting to watch it because I feel like it's gonna piss me off when I watch it. It is funny when people make sweeping statements about genres based on the one game they play, which they think is fully representative of the genre. Yeah, so it's like they put KTS in the middle of the thing, which means they probably play Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe they play all of the other games too, but like, yeah, you can... I want to say that it's okay to make broad sweeping observations of things because you notice a trend of things. And I think that it's important to be able to describe the problem in the way that you understand it. Because, like, if we have a game with a short time scale, or let's say the urgency of winning the game is a short time scale, which is okay too, then, like, a lot of these things will still apply. And then you can, like, think about, like, rather than saying this is how it works in Yu-Gi-Oh!, this is how it works in every game, or like we're going to say that consistency is the problem because again, like that's a conclusion that's not necessarily accurate. Like we can instead describe the principles of like what is happening in the game and then like talk about or discuss it or think about it. Which is why like literally the point of making academic papers is that like the conclusion section is separate from the research section. You talk about all the observations and trends first, and you do all that shit first before making the conclusions. Which, to be fair, there's an opening paragraph in academia, so that's fair. You know, you could say clickbait title is just the first paragraph of a research paper. But I think that, like, the... you know, setting the stage and like looking at the problems and seeing the relationships is more important than the actual claim itself, which usually in a good video will make light of. Like they'll bring that to light and describe the problems. But I don't know. It felt like clickbait, so I didn't click on it, is all I'm saying. Could be funny to react on it if it turns out to not have good points. Yeah. Possible. Clickbait abstract to get you to read my paper. I mean, like, literally, right? As an old Yugi boomer, honestly, they always struggled with the concept of opportunity cost. I think in the past, they were quicker to ban cards, new or old. What I hear now, that doesn't happen as much. They still, like, ban stuff. I guess I could say that I disagree with Konami's general policy to like do consistency hits and stuff like that, because it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't think consistency is the problem. And I also don't think consistency and ceiling is the problem either necessarily. I think it's like the actual decisions that a player needs to make. And if you can tell me that like a hand is basically solved, then like I feel like you're just not playing the game anymore. Which, to be fair, again, my claim is that this doesn't actually happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you need to like interact with your opponent when you pass the turn. Which is why most turn 1 going strategies are not solved, in air quotes. However, there are decks, combo slot piles. I do not like combo slot piles for this reason, where like literally the point of the deck is to not play the game. And to just like look at your opponent with 70 negates and then like just laugh in their face. Which is funny because I think Branded is a deck that does not have any negates but has like 15 points of interaction, and I think is like interesting because it is not a pile of negates. It's just a lot of interaction. Which is beatable. You can beat Branded, and actually I beat a lot of Branded yesterday because I felt like I started playing the games differently. So, you know. I don't know if I read this out loud, but imagine reading past the abstract XD Lamau. I added the XD Lamau, but yes, it's very funny. Konami mostly banned stuff to make way for the new cards to not get absolutely bodied by what came before it. Some quality of life bans, but those are saved for way too long after people were asking for them. Yeah, so like I guess what I'm gonna say is that I guess I'll lead with this. I have been not happy with EDH the last several months of playing it. I don't know why. It's like all the little pockets and things that I could do. I like lower power, like higher power, you know, the different types of things. Yeah, welcome, Raven. Welcome. Different levels of things that I could be playing. Just hasn't been clicking. And despite that, I still play some EDH and still have some fun with it. Because I can look at something and say, yeah, there's stuff that I don't like about it. It's still kind of fun. Like, there's stuff that's fun about it. And that's the thing that I choose to, like, care about. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, my last, like, 4-month delve into Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been, like, the epitome of that philosophy. Which is, like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a flaming shitpile turd of a game that's, like, designed by monkeys that have never read a game design book. And Konami is stupid. Like, I actually can't even fathom the degree of idiocy that is required to do some of the game design decisions that they have done in this game. Regardless, it's still pretty fun sometimes, which is why I play it. But like, wow. Sometimes I just like read cards and go, wow. Somebody like, it's the fact that it like isn't even that somebody just like printed it and said like, okay, go print that. They made these cards and thought it was okay. Like they came to the conclusion that they thought that this was fine. Like they just thought Mind Shuffle was fine. Like they just thought, not Mind Shuffle. Yes, Mind Shuffle, first of all. And also the new trap card thing. Whatever it's called. Look at your hand, smell your butt. Put a couple of fingers up there, whatever that card is. Name something that they can't, you know? Messenger and I learned to play Mahjong this week. Maybe you'd enjoy Mahjong. Yeah, maybe I would. Maybe I would. Just like draw discard simulator is my understanding of that game, which, you know, honestly sounds like fun. I used to be a mad Hearts player when I was younger. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has definitely reached custom card levels of power. I think we've been there, but like, man, there's an element of observation to it as well. Yeah, it's like seeing what other people have discarded and played and stuff. Yeah, Mahjong sounds interesting. It's just a matter of, like, knowing what hands do things. But I like the tiles. The tiles. I wanna be cool by picking up the tiles. I do wonder, is there a gambling deck archetype? There's always been a gambling deck archetype. There's like Arcana Force, I guess. I don't know. The design principle of Time Wizard. If you want a deck about gambling, there's probably a way to create an okay-ish deck with it with a lot of cards. Yeah, people like coin flip decks. People have done that. It's like, what if 5-card draw was an actual game, except not like that at all? That's my favorite. They're very fun to handle. We were calling it Go Fish with extra steps. Truth. What a great Path of Radiance stream. Yeah. Gambling is fun, not ever designed to be competitive, sadly, but it is there. Sorry, whoa. Gambling in Yu-Gi-Oh! Using the gambling cards. Hold on a second. Pause. Pause. So I think Rance requested for me to play to watch the direct, which is a good idea. I was maybe planning on doing that, but I guess I should actually do it now. I am being forced to via donation incentive to watch this. Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, direct. Holy shit, this is 22 minutes long? Is it like actually 22 minutes long, like for real? Yeah, because that's from 10 months ago, this is from 3 days ago. So yeah, I guess this entire thing is a thing, yeah? This definitely all looks like it's part of the thing. All right. Right. That is not what I meant to press. Let's go theater mode. 15 minutes of actual stuff. Can I put this on this screen? I guess normally I have it on the other screen. Well, I think we'll switch screens for this. Can do that. Because my React window is on this screen. Oh. The sub button isn't there. That's interesting. On the window capture. I hope this has most of the stuff on the screen. Come.
The second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
Man, Green Lady is the villain this time? That's crazy. Because the Green Woman wasn't the villain last time, guys, right?
We need as many as we can recruit.
Alright, I know I said that the clad in white protagonist looks a little dumb, but I am a fan of angel-coded things, so, you know.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of Daxian, bustling markets, ports teeming with trading ships, temples to the gods, and other establishments line the
Wow,
credits.
well, temples to the gods. That was our boy. I guess when we totally didn't fuse with Sothis, did we become a god? Was that implied? I didn't assume that we were actually a god.
This is also where
Guess
the
we're close
heroic
enough,
games are
right?
held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
We are
It's
built
said
like a
that
brick shit
Solel,
house.
the current ruler, will grant.
Sorry, his name is Solel. So this is totally not related at all. Definitely not. This guy is like a completely different guy. You did cut your way through a dimension. We did do that, I guess. Also, I think I need to add a little bit to the bottom. Is Solel a dragon? Very likely. Very likely this person is a dragon because their hair is green. It says Divine Sovereign.
One wish to whoever wins the game. Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination,
Got none.
undying convictions they refuse to yield.
I said this before and I want to say it again. I am hoping that most of this game does not actually center around the arena fights, because I don't want it to be Arena Simulator, personally.
The story revolves around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic game.
Also, very ambitious of them to choose 4
will determine how the
paths this
narrative
time.
unfolds as they fight for glory. Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father. Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea. Beautiful. He then washes ashore in the foreign land of Dagda.
I do find this character archetype very funny, by the way. I've played this character once in an RPG. And, oh, I didn't notice at first viewing that he was imprisoned for crimes committed. How specific. Yeah, it's like... I think the idea is that it's going to be like, first of all, if it was crimes committed, it's like, okay, but like, what? Did he like kill somebody? Did he murder someone in cold blood? Like, what happened? What happened, man? Dagma balls? That's pretty good. Committed by who? I don't know, man. But they were committed. Crimes were committed. Crimes did happen. There were crimes. We're not really sure, but they happened. They got committed. He forgot to pay his taxes. Holy shit. Yeah, they need to pay for the giant statues to brick shithouse Sothis. Sorry, Solel. Sokek. I was gonna say, I've played this character one time in an RPG, and it was very funny. Because it's like, incidentally, they were a gladiator. They were a mech gladiator, and they were literally like, fighting in the gladiatorial arena is boring because everybody sucks. So I'm gonna like go on mercenary missions where presumably people don't suck. It's very funny. Is this Fortnite? Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we're about to get down. I guess the reaction window is not on the shorts feed. That's too bad. Oh well. Come to the horizontal stream where we're watching the Fortune's Weave Direct. Excuse me. This is just Alucard, yeah.
This is where, between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for
Hello,
battle,
Fabio.
Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
That settles it. Time to hit the road. To Backseating.
Hello, Brazilian Miku. Hello, not Edelgard.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands. Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the games. A young woman born into prestige and blessed with
Bard
musical
girl.
talent. Lydia
Bard
is
girl.
consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given
I wonder if the crimes committed were Kai's father killing this person.
everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Alive! I will kill him.
To bring an end to the man.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. This one is Edelgard. No, this is Dimitri. Is this some kind of sick joke?
Man who murdered her father. Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
If crazy, why hot? Are you talking about Dimitri
Sorry,
or...
Theodora, but I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
Do you think the strap on her shoulder is cloth? Like, made out of cloth? Like, you see the little strap that's wrapping under her armpit? I'm just wondering, do you think that's made out of cloth? Like, does it absorb sweat? Has anyone ever, like, seen this specifically? Probably leather. You're fucking right. Ah. Damn.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Failure is not an option because I don't have any choice. Okay.
Going into each match, you'll choose your party members and their initial placement on the field. Then, let the battle commence.
Can you... I understand that there are people who've never played a Fire Emblem game before, but it's like, and before the matches start, you will choose the units and put them on the map. And then you will play the video game.
Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red. Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins.
Wait, hold on, that guy could have
Your units
attacked!
completed their actions.
Wait, they could have attacked from, it says attack! Are they in attack range? Doesn't this person have like a ranged... No, this person has the combat art that lets him shoot further. We saw that in one of the previous ones. They just moved their sniper into range of getting attacked by a melee. No, this guy has the combat art. He has the freaking sniper combat art. We saw it in like the previous trailer.
Your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns moving and fighting across the map as you engage.
Also, that person had a 58% chance to hit and they still hit.
In fierce
Scam.
combat. Victory
Scammed.
includes defeating
Scammed.
the opposing leader, among other conditions. The 4 heroes and their allies can utilize various
Ooh, Pegasus
means of
Rider.
attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it easier to evade attacks.
Oh,
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units. Axes have low accuracy but high attack power.
wait a second. So they changed the weapon triangle. It's like not even axe is just a well, I guess we don't know if it still has the weapon triangle though. Spears having a consistent anti-horse quality is cool. Yeah, I was thinking that's I was like, that makes sense. Spears are good against horses, that makes sense. They might have thrown the triangle away. I don't know. I mean, that axe looks like it's doing 42 damage and the other person's doing 16. Because they said that gauntlets are for dodging. But what about my sword lord that's supposed to dodge everything? Oh, I didn't think about it, but does each... Because Kai has a lance and is mounted. And there's a sword person, the axe person. Does the bard use gauntlets?
Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal
Oh, she has a
blows
bow.
to flying units.
I'm pretty sure I want to use
Magic
Leda.
is effective against foes
She's
with
cute.
heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations. There are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that look like firearms, and other unique weapons to find.
True.
Positioning is a key element of combat. When you strike within an enemy's range of attack, they might counterattack.
They might
attacking
counterattack.
those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance, and get up close and personal against long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks.
Hello, Diego.
The terrain can also give you an advantage. While adjacent allies can receive buffs, take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor. Combat arts are attacks unleashed at the expense of weapon durability. There are attacks with greater power.
I'm glad.
The range
I'm glad combat arts are coming back because I like them. I like them. I liked having silly things that people did, and it was like, you know, most of the time you just press the button. I understand that there isn't much opportunity cost to it, but I like using my. Hopefully, they made better designed ones that aren't just might plus. You know what I mean? They look kind of futury. Are we seeing some those who slither than the dark tech emerging? We talked about that actually, because Poi brought up the gun nun, sorry, in a previous stream, and I was wondering if, like, yeah, the reason the gun is there is because they're still the big bads. You know what I mean? Lady is cute, but if she has any more lines like before, then it's gonna be a rough time. Yeah, the ones that are like, I will take revenge on them because I am seeking revenge. Is this some kind of sick joke? The theoretical opportunity cost, aside from durability, is that they don't hit multiple times even if you're faster. But then they're brave combat arts, so, like, what's the point? Well, it's like some people have brave combat arts, some people don't. I don't know. I see we have blue-haired lady. Ursula. Cute.
or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments.
Ursula is just Marianne. Wait, hold on a second, Poi. Are you telling me that a Fire Emblem game is using similar visage and theming of a character in a later Fire Emblem game. Like, wait, what? There's no way. Is Fire Emblem, like, unoriginal? Like, they use the same character archetypes every time? That's crazy, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy.
There are also special moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts. Kai releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide area. After moving, Dietrich's ink-black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible.
That's cool.
Theodora uses the power inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes.
So like single target AoE movement and buffs. Oh yeah, we're playing Leda for sure. Her Blaze Art is a buff. That's crazy. She knows rock throw. She does. I do think much how, like, Dietrich is likely a descendant of Mercedes, Ursula is a descendant of Marianne. Probably. Rally strength. Holy! Well, we don't know if it's just rally strength. Could be more than that. I would sack HP to rally strength. That's basically what players did anyways.
Powerful monster and more. These special moves can turn the tide of battle.
Wait, what?
But at the cost of the hero's health points.
Wait, she turned into a beast? Oh, she summoned a beast.
Summon a powerful monster.
Okay, I was gonna say, is she a fucking monster shifter? What the hell? No, she summoned the beast.
And more.
I mean, this is pretty standard for like ranger buff type people, because like you want to have something that you can buff if everybody else is dead, which theoretically shouldn't happen, but like you want to be able to give yourself a target so that you can like do stuff. She got that dog in her. Yeah, she's gonna.
These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points. Additionally, if your allies fall in battle,
No!
you can turn back
Tia.
time.
What? Whoa, we can turn back what? We can redo. Oh, wait, that's actually interesting. Hold on a second. It says Divine Sand 100. So rewinding more costs more, I'm guessing?
After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go.
Or maybe... Yeah, I think so. Or they could have just been set to 100 and like have like a playtest build or whatever.
As planned. Based on their class, such as Shido,
Ooh.
who are skilled with swords, Bardingers, who fight on horseback, and Bishops, who use white magic. A unit's abilities can change dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range of movement also vary. Classes are divided into beginner.
Also, wait, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Because we've been playing Path of Radiance, so I wanted to make sure that the movement scale didn't change. Seems that the movement scale is a modern style.
Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers.
So what are these? These are... I guess these are all just the types that they showed. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like sword, axe, fighter, bow 2. There's 2 bow classes, so I wonder what's up with that. One of them becomes bow knight. We have spear, shield. Wonder if that matters. No upgraded ostrich rider. That's the beginner cavalry. They have horse spear. It's on the rightmost. Let the characters dual wield swords trust. I don't think that would do anything. That's what I mean, no ostrich after beginner. Oh, I see. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be kind of lame. I think the ostriches are cool. Yeah, it might be Kai's personal class.
Beginner classes are the foundation. Beginner classes
I just wanted to say that the red-haired lady is cute. That's all.
are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons. Diviners can wield magic.
She's caster.
Orneous riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty.
More cute girls. We need to make sure we put the cute girls in the center of the screen, guys. The other, because my brain doesn't work, so it needs to be immediately in view.
Classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast ironclad defense with heavy armor.
God, I want armored knights to be playable, man. I feel like they're just always so shit.
Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long.
Wait, you didn't want to call them Pegasus Riders? Is there a problem with calling them Pegasus Riders? What's the problem with that? What's the problem with them riding Pegasuses, huh? Pegasuses? Is there an issue with that? What's the problem with them riding?
Distances. While charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight line, there are over 10 to attain.
Oh, cool.
Advanced classes are masters of the...
Is that Anna? Is the one on the elephant Anna? That looks like Anna to me. Also, is that Shamir? Is the one on the left Shamir? That looks like Shamir. Yeah, I guess Elephant Rider is a class. You see what she's riding, Flar? Yeah, set up on the right. Ew. That's one of the few things I saw from this. We'll get to it.
Their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily...
Oh no, this is
armored units.
EO. EO, not Shamir.
Guardians are skilled with both spears
Bolton.
and white magic. Plus other classes that possess a combination of strengths. You'll also find the
Yeah, that's Anna, yeah!
elephant riders and other classes that fight.
Wow, guys, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's a dragoon named Sedeth who uses a spear. That's insane. Who even... That's crazy. I saw a post that was literally like, why would they put this in the direct? Like, why? Like, this is arguably, debatably a spoiler. To just put this shit in the... I don't know. Always knew he was a gooner. He's a dragooner. He's a dragooner.
While astride giant beasts.
You defeat me?
Between matches,
Oh, I didn't notice that elephants were thick. That's cool, yeah.
you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent.
Oh,
So
nice.
use this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
The time is yours to spend. So anyways, I'm just gonna hang out with the cute girls, that's it. promotion exams. Did they say that they had those in somewhere? I enjoyed Gladius as well. Yep, we got a time system.
Delicious.
Or you're talking about the seeing what the map is before. It said past when Theodora changed classes. Ah, I see.
Let's look at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The Arena Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches.
Thank God it's once per week. Holy shit. Thank God it's once per week, because in Engage, I was really getting pissed off needing to go through the training menu 3 times between every single map. It was just very irritating.
As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons. On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents. At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons using materials you've collected.
I wonder if the durability trick still works in this game. Not that it's much of a trick, but just upgrading your thing instead of buying a new one. So are we actually gonna watch? Dude, I love watching. That's why I sit in the chair.
This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is
The
home to
Divine
7
Dragon.
temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire a blessing to use in battle.
Oh. Wait! Oh, I think I remember seeing the pink-haired girl. So she was a goddess the entire time.
These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, having
Oh
the
man,
damage you receive,
+4 damage.
and more.
Exams!
Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of
Okay, Forest Knight, Sniper, Dreadnought, Ovati. Cutting through heavy armor. Yeah.
success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
To attain the pleasure I seek.
What? Whoa! Whoa! What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, bro? To attain the pleasure I seek. Stares directly at the camera.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
in this matter.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that fucking Solel? And it literally, it's just not. It's not like mystery robed person. It's literally just Solel is looking for help. Got it.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
Also, Anna cute. Recruit.
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian.
Yeah, we're gonna be recruiting basically everybody. Oh, I also saw a post that was like, "This might be Flame?" ? I guess she's green.
Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it. The spirits
Or invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let time.
Bribery, my favorite. I mean, it's a video game, so there's only so much you can do. But it is really funny when it's like, take all of these gifts! Join my party now! Join it now! Also, are they gonna hover over Sophia? She looks cute.
Time pass to
Want to see the character
experience and
portrait.
gather material.
What? What? I can't do the whistle. Oh, go back. Wait, go back. Cute. He's a priest. This is level 28, I suppose.
Gather materials automatically.
Looking good.
Looking
Characters who come
good.
close may converse and show their support to
Sorry, what? Did they say observe the Miku-verse?
characters who've grown close may converse and
And converse. Okay, I thought they said the Miku-verse. I was looking at Brazilian Miku. It'd be funny if the more you try to bribe one specific NPC, it makes them less likely to join you. That's so funny. Sisters teaching about baking? What are you talking about? Also, welcome. Wait! Oh, she's talking about baking. I was like, wait, what? Sorry, I was distracted by it being Brazilian Miku. My bad. I heard Miku verse 2. See, I'm not crazy. Listen to it. Wait, go. Hold on a second. Listen to it really closely.
Looking good.
characters who've grown close may converse and
Miku verse. It's the guys. It's the Miku verse. I was distracted. I like how she's leaning over and like looking at me kind of smugly. I'm a big fan of that. It makes me feel things. Gonna be buying so many gifts for you. Thank you. Thank you. They're gonna tell God, I really hope they don't say, by the way, people have lost their items. You can return their lost items to you.
show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Bruh.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues,
Hot springs! Yo! Baths! Let's go! Gooner technology!
you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is
Thank
the
you for the
Pale
bond.
Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings. From here, you can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each.
Oh. Interesting. So can you do all the storylines concurrently, or... Olympia's swimsuit being less revealing than a regular outfit is funny. That's weird, actually. I don't want to feel like I'm kind of forced to do all of the stories at the same time, but too bad this is only on Switch 2. I agree. I definitely I was gonna say a Switch 2 sized hole in my pocket, but I actually got one as a gift. There would have been a Switch 2 sized hole in my pocket if I had to do this. Oh, speaking of Switch 2 sized holes, there's also what's that game called? Bloodborne 2. That's also going to be on Switch 2. I assume the bird is random RNG, maybe. No, it just says you can switch to the other characters. Duskbloods, yeah. So the two reasons I'm getting a Switch 2. Yeah, we'll play Duskbloods probably. Because I didn't get a chance to play Bloodborne, so.
To the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
Is an option.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you move, so plan your expeditions carefully. Visit towns to purchase local wares.
Anything you'd like?
Or gather information that could be useful on your adventure. Travel with your allies to improve everyone's ability.
Sorry, I need to look at the cute anime girls.
Travel with your allies.
Oh, that's Sophia, right? The one with the braid. I was gonna say the front bangs looks the same, but it. Also, blue blonde knight. It's blue blonde knight, everybody. Look, it's there. She's on the screen.
To improve everyone's.
I did not notice that the pink-haired lady had hair buns. I don't know if have we seen that character?
Abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world map. When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
Yeah, and I mostly agree, Poi, that the definitely the balance of something that has such a high opportunity cost as like time. Like time having a high opportunity cost is important for these types of systems, but also like you'd be kind of concerned if the options just suck and you're like, well, I have to go do the optional objective on the other side of the map, right? So like I guess the way that I would see it is that you can do like, because you want to incentivize, for example, like, oh, there's quests. So you want quests to be good so that people go do the quests. And it's like, but do you want quests to be explicitly better than just taking overworld combats? It's like, well, some people don't like doing quests, you know what I mean? So, but the thing is, like, you still have to, I think it's okay to make things that are better than other things. But yeah, hopefully there's like options and stuff. There's a lot of fun things you can do. Yeah, but what if it's like objectively correct to only take like I say objectively correct. What if the best way to get EXP in the game is by only doing overworld combats with your time and then not doing anything else? And then like I'll feel like I'm underpowered on the highest difficulty if I don't do overworld combats every single time. It's like that just doesn't feel very good, you know what I mean? So
Earn experience points by felling your foes. You'll also find dungeons, where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other treasures. When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon, a turn-based clash that...
What? 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 What are we doing? What do you mean by this? Why? What? But why? Why? But why? I have opinions on this. I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom and come back, and hopefully I can describe the opinions. All right, I'm back. To be honest, I didn't actually think about it too much, but yeah. So I don't want to yuck people's yum in the sense that it's like, oh well, I think turn-based combat is cool, but also like the game. I guess you could say that if they designed the game for, like, if they took considerations for, yeah. An army fight every encounter is excessive. Sheen echoes is that the fight was so small and easy that just put someone at the edge of threat range and wipe the enemy the next turn, or they were too big and sloggy. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I feel like you designed the game for tactical combat, and then the point of the systems is to support the tactical combat. And also I understand that people want to like run around in dungeons collecting materials as the characters, which is why, like, I wonder, I don't know. I just wonder if they could have made dungeons like in the grid format, and then it becomes like an extraction mission in what's it called? What's it called? What is that game even called? XCOM 2. There are extraction missions in XCOM 2, right? Happy they're willing to experiment more with the system rather than abandoning the idea. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I just... I believe this is not going to be compelling when I play it. That's all. And I don't want to have to be forced to do turn-based combat to do that, which is, there's a skip button there. Also, there's also an auto battle button. So this might be closer to an auto battler than anything. But that's the thing, is like, in my opinion, I feel like turn-based RPGs aren't particularly complex, right? Like, you have to like build systems to make them complex. So I don't know what systems they've built to make this complex and interesting. If there's like interesting gameplay, it'll be fine, is what I'm saying. But I think people have tried to innovate turn-based RPGs in several ways, because it turns out that just attacking each other is kind of boring, you know?
Differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them. For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out her assembled troops to gather materials. Or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Is she the only person that gets battalions? Or...
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power battle.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating heart. On your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in
Sorry, my bad.
Stand upon the final stage. I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign. That I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
Oh, 5 years later. Or time skipping. Oh, okay, well.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alive.
So there's I can't yell loud enough for this shit.
I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games, Dagda faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor.
I'm surprised they're telling us what happens.
Even the four heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation,
What do you want, man? What do you want from me? What do you want from me, man? What do you want? Bro! She got the dogs out! I mean, we knew that, but...
the progenitor god,
The years
Sophis,
were long.
calls down a single soul.
Hey, look, it's us.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given two choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task. Or use the time
Cute.
traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of saving Dagda from destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces. This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
I mean, alright.
Which path will you walk?
Jesus. I understand that there's, like, perspective in this shot, but, like, damn, Fortuna looks tiny as fuck. That or we're just huge as hell.
is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Okay, but like, are we going to find Fortune's Weave? Is Fortuna wearing a wig? We have to go back into the past to find Fortune's Weave. What? Ah!
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more, will be available the same day.
I might actually want this. Shit. I've been wanting to collect more art books actually. Oh, also yeah, I could use the art cards for like field centers. Art cards. Art cards, art cards.
Plus, more Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation.
Art books are cool, though eye is poor. There is specifically one art book that I tried to win in a contest and then I did not. It was not top 5. Feels bad. Art book does not exist anywhere. So in penance, clearly I need to go collect many more art books.
Nintendo Music,
elsewhere.
a service that lets you listen
Okay,
to
music.
Nintendo game music anytime,
There gonna be something
anywhere.
else after this,
You'll be
or
updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today smart device app which
Heroes.
brings you daily updates from Nintendo.
Okay.
You'll receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information.
Nothing of note.
Strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your...
Yeah, guys, I think the game looks pretty good. Yeah, guys, I think the game looks pretty good. No complaints, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, no notes. Fire Emblem looks hype. Looks good, man. Looks good. Oh, man. An hour and 47 minutes already. Sold me on riding elephant. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, actually. So the going back in time and saving people thing is an awakening thing. You were mentioning that, but cool Path of Radiance stream. I know, right? Oh man. Flar out here censoring the trailer by blocking the armpits and feet with their body. A true hero. Yeah, guys, I just really, you know, I don't want to I don't want to be disrespectful at all, so I just felt like it was appropriate to make sure just to make sure that there was somebody making sure that, yeah, just got to make sure. Get down, Madam President. Both MC customization and time travel shenanigans are from Awakening. Is Awakening the game where they is Awakening Corrin? Because I was gonna make a joke about being all white as well. That's Fates. Shit, I keep getting them mixed up. I will never get them right, ever. least we're talking about Fire Emblem this time as opposed to last time where it was just 2 hours of entirely off-topic stuff. One of these days, I was thinking of maybe trying to do a longer stream to just, like, play the game. Like, just to play the game. As in, like, just to try and, like, complete the game. Like, we're gonna be locked the fuck in and just try to, like, complete the game. And we will relentlessly throw Titania at the enemies. I actually kind of wonder if I want to just, like, throw a bunch of bonus XP at Mia and then have her be overleveled for the entire run. So that we can just have her blow everybody the fuck up. From what we've seen, I do like... see, this might be my favorite way the Avatar is used. Story revolving around the heroes. We just play as a badass savior. Story revolving around the heroes. Or... Yeah, I mean, I think the shots made them look a lot cooler. I'll probably warm up to them when I, you know, when we get there. I think it works better than being a professor or a protagonist. Yeah, like someone who's invested in the story or has like a, like being one of the heroes. Like if you were the 5th hero or something like that. Whereas it's more like, no, we're just some dude from the future who's called upon by Sothis and Fortuna. I like how I suppose there's all these heroes, you know, they're participating in the games and they have like their own personal baggage and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the main character is just like has the literal goddesses of like time and fate. Like that song low-key gave me chills while I was AFK. The When Time Flows or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Sothis / Rhea. Yeah, I mean, I just find it interesting that, like, in order to facilitate 4 different storylines, we made a character that has a more encompassing story, like, has a storyline that is related to the future, like the actual true big bads and whatever, but aren't related to the normal quabblings or whatever of what's happening with the other cast of people. Makes a lot of sense. I think I saw that you could change the skin color. But yeah, I do like I like the cape. I want to mention that I do think it is funny that how do I say this? We have an angel bird warrior person. All I'm saying is that if you put a flag in his hand, it'd look very familiar. That's all I'm saying. I just joined the stream and Flara's under someone's armpit. I'm not under someone's armpit. I am like nose deep in it. I genuinely think F. Alir looks better than F. Byleth. I think I'm fine with both. The only reason I didn't like the protagonist on like first glance is because I thought that their cape was like a little too, like, I would have preferred some color, right? Like, it's a little too just stark white, like too marble white. But like, I think I liked Alir's pants. They were blue, right? Like blue shorts. Put the game speed to 100, go into battles without thinking one way or another. The game will end today. What's going on here? We are reacting to the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct, which is not on the Shorts feed, unfortunately. Because it won't be cropped when I pull it up there, and I didn't prepare it in advance. A bit iffy on the silent pro tag, like it would have been cool one of the 4 guys from the past, but instead we're a random 5th guy from the future. Well, I don't know if we're going to be a silent pro tag. We're just not the people with the heroic games baggage. We don't know if the character's going to talk or not. Have you listened to the new Control game trailer music? I did not. I think you told me to listen to that a while ago, but I didn't. We'll play new Control whenever it comes out. There's actually a lot of games I'm excited for in this next like wave of games. There's also going to be like Monster Hunter Wilds Master Rank at some point later this year, I think. Next year or something like that. There's a lot of stuff to do, guys. There's so much stuff to do. I'm excited for like all of it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Best Girl Fa. I told you that we're reacting to the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct, but actually, I am heroically censoring this girl's armpit. And by that, I mean on my screen, I'm just like staring directly at it, so I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I'm actually, it looks good. I'm excited. I'm also really happy to be in the Three Houses universe because like I thought it was cool. And I want to learn more about those that slither in the dark, which hopefully we'll learn more about. I'm gonna guess that they're probably behind this underworld god awakening bullshit stuff. Because that's, you know, who else? And not Rhea trying to unleash the underworld, you know. Yeah, we saw that there was the defense system people in the dungeon. So like I would be really excited like actually to learn more about like what the fuck is going on with them, because like they were kind of just mystery bad guy, but like I would like to learn more. You know what I mean? If Sothis Byleth became sovereign of Dagda, is marrying Petra the canon ending? Yeah, so that we have to go to Dagda. True, because we married Petra. That's really funny. Well, I guess we could also become Sothis Byleth. Do you think they thought Soleth was like a little too much, so they went with Solel instead? Do you think that's why they did it? Stupid question, are Fire Emblem games lore-wise connected with each other? My understanding is that not all of them are. But some of them might be? I think? I know that Engage was effectively a spin-off. This is related to Three Houses. And Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are related. Historically, they go in waves. Yeah. Was there no secondary for Fates? Fates didn't have another one? Yo, so Fortune's Weave isn't even out yet. But yo, Fates sequel? Fates sequel? uh Why doesn't it show up in the...
The four with the traveling, even strengthen is what my to store the situation.
The first 2-3 are in the same world. Awakening is in the same continent as FE1. True. Can you get to master rank in Monster Hunter using only trap cards? I think in World you could finish the high rank quests with only a feline companion. It's kind of like trap cards. God, Jesus Christ, dude. Second. One second. One moment. Oh, it's flipped. It's flipped. It's flipped. Can I flip it? Oh, there's probably a filter that flips it, right? Did this flip it? Oh god, it looks cursed when we flip it. No. Never press Control R when you're doing art. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I just... Oh! Fates is 3 games, but also 1 game, so it's weird. It's not connected to any other games aside from, like, 3 of the characters being alternate world versions of fan-favorite Awakening characters. We don't speak about Engage's story here. I'm the Fire Emblem. I am the Fire Emblem. Oh my god. John Fire Emblem is fucking dead. Just kidding. Flar what? What? What's the thing? Why does Flar look like a tarot card? This one? Or are you saying the art on the short stream? Because the art on the short stream is done by Mia Miea something rather something did the tarot card art on the short stream. And it is good. It's the Hermit. The best bit of cross-game continuity is in Echoes, which is a remake of Gaiden, which is on a separate continent than Arcania? The same world as Fire Emblem 1. Echoes post-game, you could travel to that place. Arachnia. I think that was the place I said the first time. Learn the backstory behind the primary antagonist of Awakening. Interesting. Anyways, Flar, move your head out of her foot. Sorry, I'm too busy cleaning it with my tongue. Sorry. Call me Colgate with how I'm brushing these toes. Call me toothbrush? I don't know. Wow, guys, great Path of Radiance stream. It is the 2-hour mark. Really happy to have played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance today, because it was a Fire Emblem Path of Radiance stream where we played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. That was super cool. My favorite part of the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance stream is where Flaris played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on stream and completed and did not have Sothis's foot in my mouth. Yep. 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 Good stream, everybody. And Black Knight looks so hot. Oh, man. Also, I just wanted to say for the record that I'm not necessarily... Listen, I'm not necessarily foot in mouth, but I do appreciate that our foot is on my head. I think that's that's the good part here. I'm literally being used as a footstool. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Yeah, that's basically, it's just a foot. That's a foot pat. Sothis just pushing the top of my head with her foot. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Once wanted to be mommy, born to be dummy. That's crazy, Tim. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm really excited for Fortune's Weave. I've been trying to gather the energy to do a longer stream. I just haven't really felt like doing one, so I apologize. But we'll try to like get some actual progress done in Path of Radiance. I'm aiming to maybe do 3 streams next week, but like actually try to get stuff done instead of, oops, that's not the right one. Yeah, like play for longer or something like that. Friday is not a good day for me to is not a good day for me to do stuff because there's also my locals. So that's why I like leaving and preparing for that, because I still have to like turn over my laundry, shower, unless I want to be stinky, which I don't. Make sure all my other work is out of the way before I go. So there's like some things that will probably take about 2 hours for me to complete. So Friday is not like a good day for me to get stuff done. So we might do Elden Ring next Friday and then do Path of Radiance on Wednesday. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking initially. So yeah. All right, if you're still here, I'm gonna say, hey, thank you so much for watching this Path of Radiance stream where we played Path of Radiance. That was super cool that this stream was about Path of Radiance because we played it. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye.